everyone, the Crafty Atelier Angela's here with another keychain tutorial. This is for a little potion, and what you'll need is your, I'm using Premier Parfait Chunky yarn here, and it's all the same, it's just different color. I have white, I have this mustard color, and then a teal. I think this might be rain if you have the same, but it can be any yarn. Your hook size just has to coincide with your yarn. So I have, for this yarn, I have a 5mm hook, scissors, some eyes. I have a keychain because I am making it a keychain. You don't have to. I have something to pull the keychain with, which is just some hemostats. Some hemostats, some stuffing, a stitch marker, and a needle, and then your pattern. So this is your pattern here. This is what, if you can read patterns, this is what it is. You can write it down, you can take a picture. This is for anybody. Just, you know, obviously give credit where credit's due. And I will walk through this whole thing with you right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start at the bottom, which is the potion color. So whatever color you have for your potion, that's where we're gonna start. So I'm gonna start with the magic ring, magic circle, whatever you wanna call it. You can totally do this. You don't have to. You can do it however you want to start. So I get my secure stitch there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna pull it tight, just like that. There we go. I'm gonna put my stitch marker at the stitch behind my hook there. And then we're gonna start with the back loops only, and we're gonna increase in each of them. So how I do it is I count backwards the first round because I can never really find the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And 6, you can see here it has 2 little, I don't even know what you call them, little bumps here. I'm gonna take the back loop. So this back loop that's away from me, I am going to do an increase. So increases are just 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So that's 1, next back loop, there's 2, and then so on. Until you get to the end of the round. And so on the second round, you should have 12 stitches. And go ahead and mark your stitch behind, just like so. And this is the bottom. So that's how I want there we go, pulled it tight. So now the potion bottle will start to actually form upwards. So it will start heading this way. So the next 2 rounds are just single crochet all the way around, and it's gonna be 12 in each round. I will do that and I will be right back. Okay, so we're at round 5. And for this next round, we're gonna do a single crochet and an increase. And we're gonna do that pattern all the way around. So it'll be single crochet and an increase. So remember, increases are 2 single crochet in the same stitch, and then a single crochet and an increase. And you can do this all the way around, and you're gonna get 18 stitches. And once you do that, round 6 is just single crochet all the way around, which is just your singles. So I will do that and I will be right back. So now we are done with round 6. We're gonna go to round 7. But if you see here, this was our bottom. And if you just kind of press that in, you'll see that it's gonna be flat. And that's what we want, because we want our potion to have a flat bottom, just like that. So round 7 is going to be 2 single crochet. So 1, 2, maybe. And then an increase. So again, 2 single crochet in the 1 stitch previous. So we're gonna do that all the way around. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and an increase. There we go. And we're gonna do that all the way around to get 24 stitches in that round. And at this round, this is going to be your last round for this color. And then you're gonna do your bottle color. My color is white. You can do whatever bottle color because you want it to kind of look clear. So that's what I'm choosing, is just white. So I'm gonna do the rest of this and I will be right back. So we are down to the last stitch in this row, in row 7. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out my stitch marker real quick. I'm going to do the last stitch only halfway. So instead of pulling through and finishing the stitch, I am right here with the 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to actually change my color. I'm gonna pull my changed color through, just like so. I'm gonna put my stitch marker, since that was my last stitch I worked, just like that. And then I'm going to cut my potion color off, since I don't need it anymore. And then what I do just to secure it is I just put a little knot where I color change, just like that, boom. And then I get it, just push it into the potion bottle, just like that. Ta-da. Okay, so this next round is basically going backwards of the round we just did. So we're gonna do 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and instead of an increase, we're gonna decrease back down to 18 stitches. So a decrease is, I usually do the invisible decrease, which is the front loop of the first stitch here, and then the front loop of the next stitch over, and then combine them. So that's a decrease right there. So I decrease from 2 stitches on the previous down to 1 stitch on my current row. So I have 1, 2, and then a decrease. Again, it's going to be the front loop. It's invisible. Front loop, pull through, pull through. Okay, so one more time. 1, 2, and then front loop, pull through, pull through. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way around until we get to the end, and I will be right back. So we're at the end of round 8. Round 9 is going to be single crochet and a decrease. So we're decreasing one more time. So single crochet, and again, I do an invisible, front loop, pull through, pull through. All right, so single crochet, if I can get it, decrease, there we go. And I'm gonna do that all the way around, and then we're gonna stop for a minute to place the eyes. So I will be right back. So here's the potion so far. I have done the 2 rows of glass of the potion bottle here. And then after this, we're going to change the color to the cork color. So that can be whatever color you want the cork to be. But before I do that, I am going to place the eyes because I want this to be very cute. You don't have to, you can just keep going. You don't have to place eyes. I just like to place eyes because I think it's adorable. So I'm going to place these, I believe these are like a 12 millimeter, possibly 14. So for those that are technical, it's basically row 5, about 3 stitches apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there, just like that. I usually just kind of eyeball wherever it looks cutest. So it's about there. And of course the stitch back here with the color changes is gonna be the back of the project. So I want to put the eyes on the front so that is not very readily seen. So I'm gonna push the backings on. You do your eyes however you like. I know some people like to burn them and press them down. That's totally fine. You do whatever. Some like to glue them, and that's fine too. You do whatever is best for you. So I'm gonna try and get this on here. There we go. There. And then flat bottom, cute little potion bottle. And he will have a mouth. I just take an acrylic like black and I just put a little mouth on it later. So here we go. Sometimes I don't, it just depends on how I'm feeling. So how I'm gonna change this now that I've gotten to the end is I'm gonna take my stitch marker out. I'm going to pull just gently, boom. So then my 2 loops are free. So put them back on your hook. Get your, I'm hoping that this is enough. My cork color here. So, and then again, I'm going to just slip that on there. For my color change, I'm going to cut the white because I don't need it anymore. And then again, I'm going to tie a knot right in here, just like so. And then push that in there. Just push that in there. So now, before I start the cork to finish, I'll put my stitch marker back in here so I don't miss my place. I am going to stuff this. Don't stuff it too much because you want the bottom to still be flat. So I kind of just put my hand here while I stuff so I don't make it pointy, because I don't want to make the bottle pointy just because the pattern just, for me, just doesn't look good when it's like that. There are patterns that can be made pointy and that's totally fine, but this one's just a flat bottom. So just a little bit goes a long way. All right, and then the next few rows, this next row, which is row 10. So if you're following along, we are right here. We color changed to the cork color, and we're gonna decrease down to 6. So we're gonna decrease all the way around in this row. So, and the next 2 is gonna just be single crochet all the way around until we're finished. So, decrease, I do the invisible decreases all the way around. So this is 1. So front loop, pull through. So that's 2, front loop, pull through. And again, this just all depends on your tension. So mine's fairly tight. It's just enough to get my hook through because I don't like to see like the holes and stuff. So again, that's another reason I use plush yarn too, because it's very forgiving in that way. So the next ones I have are just single crochet all the way around for 6. So I have, let's see how many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's where I'm going to start. Start right here. If you can't see it, you might have to poke down in a little bit. Just try not to bring up any of your stuffing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can move your stitch marker if you need to. That was a little tough for me. I should have moved it, but. And then we're going to do that one more time. And then what I do is I do a little bit of stuffing just right in there. I have to use a tool, like a pen or something, to push the stuffing in, just because it's just such a tiny space to put any kind of stuffing, especially if you've got kind of large stuffing. You might have to tear it apart, or just get some clippings of your other yarn and kind of stick it in there, because I've done that too, and it's a good way to recycle yarn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off just like so and pull this through since I am done, and I'll take the stitch marker off. There we go. And now it's just kind of open and kind of flimsy. If you want to keep it flimsy, that's fine. It's just, I mean, it's your preference, but I'm going to stuff this in there. I'm going to try and stuff it as best I can. I'm going to just take these little needle nose, just kind of stuff it in there, just like that. Again, you can just use, usually I have a pin, I just don't have one on hand right now. So we're just gonna do that. There we go. And the cork is a little bit firmer than if there was nothing in there. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna take my needle. It can be whatever needle you have, and I'm gonna go in and out of each of the stitches on the front loops. So just like a decrease, if you were crocheting there, and then one more, like so, pull it tight. And then what I like to do, if my yarn would stay on my needle, is make a little knot. So I just grab yep, that looks good. Just grab a little one, and then I just kind of make a knot right there at the top. And then I'm gonna go back down and through the project to hide my end, just like so. Give it a little fluff. There we go. Cut that off just like that. There we go. And then you are pretty much finished. You can add a little mouth. You can add twine here. I've added twine on some of my others and it looks really, really cute. Let's place the keychain. I go through the top. There we go. A little bit sturdier than just one stitch. So I take my little ball and socket keychain, pull through. I'll put my clip on here. Just like that. And there we go. Your little potion. Let's push that in a little bit more. There we go. Here's your little potion. So and there he is. He's all done up. He's got his little twine, his mouth details. I really think that this actually accentuates the potion keychain. So yeah, if you liked it, go ahead and give a like. And if you would like more and want to see more from me, go ahead and give a little sub. I really, really appreciate it. It really does help me out. And yeah, that's all I got, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.